Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's Anthony $1,000,000 King Ryan Garcia. They also call him Flash, fighting out of Los Angeles, California. This bout, not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, we've got
high hopes for this battle between these two athletes. The jab doesn't quite connect. A perfect counter shot. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
And he scores with the counter. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
These two fighters are made for one another. Catch and shoot. One punch could change everything in this battle. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Insane action. Has to be careful for that receipt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crolla in that last round. Well, he is glad. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter punching. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're both trying for a knockout. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Nice counter. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crolla in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Well done with that counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Nope, that hook won't score. Missing with that jab. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crolla in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can... There's the bell for round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. And that hook misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with the hook. Can't find a home to that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crolla in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He's pulling it right there. Crolla took a big shot there. Anthony Crolla tastes the canvas. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3.
up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
They exchange punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. A straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Stepping back is Crolla. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Crolla in that last round. Let's see how the game... Let's start the sixth. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Oh, and Crolla in trouble now. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter punch. A perfect counter lands. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crolla in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go. It's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. He threw a punch and just got count. $1 million Crolla in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both of these fights. Hold that thought. And $1 million finally goes down. What a shot. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will continue. So So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Looking to land the hook. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Crolla in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not... Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.